In this video, I will show you how to use your MPC1000 with your Yamaha Motif or any kind of MPC or any kind of model of Yamaha Motif or any kind of portable keyboard that has a MIDI connection. Now, before making beats, there are several things that you need to set up first before making a real in sync beat with the from between Motif and MPC. The first thing you need to do is get a MIDI cable, get a MIDI cable like this, and then connect the MIDI cable out from Motif. Connect the MIDI out from Motif to MIDI in of MPC, and MIDI out of MPC will go to the MIDI in of Motif. Now, from the MPC, you will press mode and MIDI sync. If you connect the MIDI out of Motif to the MIDI in, which is letter A, you will need to select MIDI in number 1. And then if you put the MIDI out to A, then you need to select A. If you put the MIDI out to the B, then you need to select B. Okay? Then the rest of the setting, just leave it like that. Active track, receive channel, all sub through any setting. But I have as track, and then sequence change by program change. Turn it off, and then that's all you have to do. And then pad to internal sound on. It's either off or on. It's okay, but I rather choose on so that way you can still manipulate whatever sounds on your MPC while manipulating whatever sounds on your Motif or whatever keyboard that you had connected to your MPC or whatever sound module you have connected with your MPC. Now, the second thing that you need to do, the third thing that you need to do is, let's say you had planned whatever sounds that you want to use or how many sounds that you want to use. Let's say you want to use 1 to 12 tracks. So what you're gonna do is, if you put the MIDI out from Motif to MIDI A in of your MPC, you will need to create, let's say, 12 tracks, 12 MIDI tracks on your MPC. So track 1, MIDI A1, okay, and then the program, turn it off. Either turn it off or you can either go to program number 1 up to 128, but I just wanted to turn it off. You can either do that, turn it off, or put it to number 1 to 128, but in this video I will just turn it off. Okay, and then number 2, on number 2 I will put MIDI A number 2, MIDI 2A, and number 3, MIDI 3A up to 12. Okay, now you're all set with the MPC, and you're not that really all set. Right now, my setup, I don't have my mixer connected to my Motif and MPC. I just directly connect the audio output of this Motif to the audio input of the MPC. Now, from the mixer, whether you're using JJOS or stock ROM of stock operating system of MPC, you will need to go to mode and mixer, which is pad 8, and then you will try to go to the input mode, and then you will see the input through. You need to turn that on, so that way, because if you turn it off, you're not gonna hear any sound, but if you turn it on, you will hear a sound. See, the audio output of the Motif will go to the audio input of your MPC, which is the record input of your MPC. Now you're all set. Your MPC will run as a master, and your motive will run as slave. Your motive will run as your sound module. Okay, from the motive, you will need to go to either song mode or pattern mode. But in this case, I use pattern mode. From this pattern mode, I had planned all the sounds that I really want to use. Let's say, okay, before selecting any sounds here, you cannot just let's say you have piano on you have uh, lead synth on number one, and then you have piano number two. You have pizzicato number three. This is the synth saw, and then sound number two, which is MIDI channel number two on Motif. There's a piano, but when you hear it, the first track and the second track are playing. So the best thing, the the reason why it's playing that two sound at the same time is because your motive is connected to MPC, and then it's set to MIDI A1 or MIDI 1A. So you need to, let's say, if I go to sound number one, which is MIDI channel number one on motive, I will just hear one sound. Now to hear the grand piano on channel 2, MIDI channel 2 on motive, you will need to change your MIDI channel. You will need to change your track from your MPC to track number 2, which is set to MIDI 2A or MIDI A2. Now, if I hit the keyboard, you will hear just the grand piano. Now, if I didn't move the track from MPC and then the track here, let's say if I move to MIDI track number 3 on motive, and then I didn't move the MIDI track on MPC, I will hear the MIDI track of number 3 and number 2 from motive. You see, there's a piano and a pizzicato. So what you're gonna do again, uh, change the track from your MPC to track number 3, which is set to MIDI channel 3. And now we're just gonna hear the pizzicato. All right. Now since we're all set up, all we have to do is just record whatever what we want to record. Okay. Now before I start making any beats, to make everything really in sync with from motive to MPC, make sure that you go to utility mode and then go to control option, and then go to MIDI option, which is the very specific step. Go to utility mode. Now if you're from the general window, press the control, which is F5, and then from F5 you will see the utility, the MIDI utility, either MIDI utility or remote utility. You will need to press the SF2, which is MIDI option. From this MIDI option, you will need to turn off the program change, and then after that, exit. Now we're ready to go to record the beat. Up, okay. I forgot to select my MIDI track number 1 on Motif, and then I need to select MIDI track number 1 on MPC. Now we're ready to record the sound. Now you will see here most people online, or even especially here in YouTube, they don't really know how to set up the MPC with any with Yamaha motive, very specific with Yamaha motive. If you They said you have to turn off the MIDI clock, the MIDI things, such thing like that. But you don't really need to do all of those settings. You just have to go to utility mode, and then go to MIDI, go to control, and then the MIDI option, and then turn off the program just to make everything in sync in real time, just like this. Before, I'm having too much trouble uh, uh, syncing my sound, just like this. I'm gonna go to my other MIDI channel. Let's say, let's go to a blank MIDI uh, channel. Okay. If I turn on the program change from the MIDI options, it will sound like this. You see, there's too much delay. Now, if I try to, let's say I undo that, let's play, there's no MIDI messages recorded. So if I go to utility again and go to the MIDI option and then turn off the program change, looks what's gonna happen. So that's how you make a real in sync motive to your MPC. Now let's go to our project. Let's go to track sequence number 2. Let's go to track number 2. Now let's go to my pattern mode on my motive. I will go to my previous project. Okay, from track before hearing the grand piano. Right now we're hearing grand piano and the saw synth. To hear the grand piano only, you need to now on MPC I'm already track number 2, but I'm still hearing the sound of first track and the second track at the same time. So the thing that you have to do is select track number 2, MIDI track number 2 on your motive. Now I'm gonna play the key. You will hear only the grand piano. Okay. Now this is the process how to make beats, how to select sounds each time you try to record whatever sound or melody that you want to use or whatever sound that you want to create. So let's lay my second sound. I'm gonna layer that with a lower octave. Now you see, if I try to play this, it will play instantly the moment I press the play button. Not like the one I showed you a while ago. There's a there's a lot of delay going on, but right now, okay. Now since we recorded the second track, let's go to MIDI track number 3 on MPC and MIDI track number 3 on Motif. Now we will hear just the pizzicato. Instead of hearing two sounds at the same time, since we already changed the MIDI track number 3 on MPC, MIDI track number 3 on Motive, we will just hear one sound which is assigned to this MIDI track number 3 on Motive. Okay, let's record this. Now the good thing about this setup, the Motive serve as slave and the MPC serve as the master. Let me try to do octave. Okay. Oh wait, just made a mistake right there. You see, I'm making real good setup here. So I'm gonna go to track number 2 again, MIDI track number 2 on my MPC, and then MIDI track number 4 on uh, Motif. Now from this MIDI track number 4 on Motif, I still have the pizzicato, but I'm going to record different melody. Okay, I forgot to mention, if you want to kill the aftertouch with this piano right now, if I go to track number 3, the track number 3 has much higher sound than the track number 4. So the best way to kill the touch sensitivity or the aftertouch features, you will need to go to utility mode, and then go to general. From the general, you will see from the lower corner on the right side the velocity curve and peaks velocity. Usually you will see this on a normal mode. Normal mode will be like this. So the soft you touch it, the soft the sound will come out. The harder you touch it, the harder the sound will come out. Now you can change that to soft mode. You can do it hard mode, but you can also do it in a fixed mode, which is you want the higher velocity, just like that. But I think I had set my sound to 45, so I will need to change the volume of the whatever MIDI channel you have. You can either change it from your slider here, or just press the record and then go to the volume setting and put it to 127. Now my pizzicato will sound loud, the same as MIDI track number 3. My MIDI track number 3 is only 90, so I have to put MIDI track number 4 to 90. Let me put it to 90. Maybe I'll do it 100. There you go. Now I can record my fourth track. So I have a very loud sound. It's either you can change the sound from the volume sound from Motif, or change it from your MPC using the velocity settings. But I rather choose to just change it here. Let's put it to 90, the same as MIDI track number 3. All right, let's try again. Maybe let's put it a little bit more. Maybe make it 80. It's still loud. Let me put it to maybe 60. There you go. Now I'm gonna go to track number 5, which is the bell. So I'm gonna go to track number 5 on my Motif. Okay. Wait, I think it's too soft. I need to turn it up. I mean, level up the volume. Okay. Oh wait. Let me see. I forgot. Let me see the velocity. Oh, there we go. It's 137. Let me record it again. let's go to track MIDI track number 6 on MPC and MIDI track number 6 on Motif. From the no, I'm not gonna use the MIDI track number 6 right now. I'm gonna use MIDI track number 7, and then let's go to MIDI track number 7 on MPC. I'm gonna layer this sound right here. Let me change this the volume, the velocity to maybe 40, maybe 30. There we go. Let's do maybe 20. It's too loud, or maybe 10. Maybe I'm just adjusting the volume. I'm just gonna adjust the velocity of it. Okay, let's go to 60. Maybe 60. There we go. Okay. Let me do. Let me do just 2 hands. Let me layer the lower octave. Okay, let's go to track MIDI track number 8 from MPC and MIDI track number 8 on Motif. Oh no. Oh yeah. I think I made a mistake on that. Let's go to a MIDI track number 7 again. And one, wait, let me check. Number 7. It's supposed to be number 8. There we go. Let me turn on. Let me pump it up the velocity. Okay, let's go to MIDI track number 8 on MPC and MIDI track number 8 on uh oh wait, no, I think I have it wrong. No, let me, oh there you go, number 8. On number 8 we will do uh hip hop kit, which is number 10. We will go to number 10. On my MPC, it's MIDI track number 8. But on my Motif, I will go to MIDI track number 10, which is the hip hop kit. Then we turn on the velocity again to full force. Okay. Maybe let's go to analog kit, which is MIDI track number 11, and we will select MIDI track number 11 on it's a track number 8, but it's routed to MIDI track number 11. Okay. You can either use the repeat mode on this MPC, so or you can even use it here. Okay. Oh no, this is not the one. Let me just do it here. go to track number 9, and then the MIDI is routed to track number 10. Okay. Okay, let's go to track number 10, and the MIDI will go to MIDI track number 10. Okay, let me record this. Well, let me check this. Let me record this kick with what's that? Dom. Okay, let's layer it with the kick with bass. Okay, let's go to track number 11, and then the MIDI track will be routed to number 10. No, number 12. There we go. Now maybe, yeah, track number 12. Let me change the velocity. There you go. Before I do this, because I'm gonna try to like a triple recording, I will select the note repeat to 132 instead of 116. All right. Now, if we try to hear whatever I recorded, it's kind of it's too low, but we can change the velocity here. There we go. Or we can either change it from here. Let's put it to 127. Or maybe we can turn it up to 150. All right. Okay. Now let's go to track number 12, which is routed to track number 12. This is the last thing that we need to record, which is the snare. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to put the note repeat to 116 again. Okay, track 13 is routed to MIDI track 11, which is to analog analog kick. forgot. I have to record the let me see, what's that? Number six, track number six on Motif, and then I will route the track number 14 to MIDI channel 6. But before I do that, let me loop the thing that we just did, and let's do 2 copy. Okay, now we can start recording the chorus. Wait, I think I have a very bad drum roll. Oh yeah, maybe let's just do it like that. Now you can either do your MIDI pattern chain on your. I mean, you can mute the sounds or solo it from Motif, but you can mute. You can turn it off and on the sounds from MPC just like this. The bad thing about this setup, you gotta say whatever pattern sound you have on your Motif, and then save whatever project on your MPC. Now, the next time you want to hear the beat that you had made, you will need to load up again that track on your MPC, and then you will need to load up again the pattern that we just made on Motif. Now, if you're using other piano like portable piano like the one I have before, I can make every songs that I want without saving the sounds on the piano and then saving the sequence or the track that I made on MPC. All I have to do is just save the track on MPC, and then the next time I turn on my MPC and keyboard, I all I have to do is just load the project that I had made, which is the sequence, and then once I try to play the press the play, it will play the whole sounds again without going to the pattern mode again and changing the sound. You don't have to do that. But with Motive, it's a pain in the ass to save the pattern mode and then save the sequence or whatever project on my MPC that is connected to the Motive. So that's the bad thing about it. But with my setup, you can instantly make beats that you want to use. Select every songs that you want to use. You have up to 16 tracks to use. You can either use the drum sounds or whatever sounds on your MPC and then integrate whatever sounds on your Motive up to 16 sound, up to 16 MIDI channels. So just like what I did, you will have the same beat just like this.